Yo, how are we doing, everybody? It's a lovely little Sunday evening here. Have not streamed in a very long time. It's great to see you guys. How are y'all doing tonight? Thought I'd set up a little more different looking stream that's a little bit more visually interesting than the, normal, like, crumpled white paper background that you guys know me for. So, how's it going, everybody? It's great to see you guys. We've been in a little, the channel was in a bit of a dip for a while, but, seems like things are really growing again, so I really appreciate it, guys. Hopefully I'm going to be able to start streaming more, because now that it's the summer. And I'll be consistent with uploads, hopefully. 22 of you guys in here. Thank you guys for being here. Don't got much else to say. Really just here to hang out with you guys, chat for a bit, you know. Let me know if the music is too loud, by the way, guys. I'll turn it down or turn it up if it's too loud, too quiet, whatever you guys want. Let's see what we got here. Not much of not power scaling, but you're more Vegito or Gogeta guy. I am a Vegito guy. Listen, there comes a time in every Dragon Ball fan's life when they have to decide, and I am absolutely a Vegito guy. Power scaling, oorah! That's absolutely right, Talion. Hell yeah, man. Let's see who we got here. Shadow Astro, welcome. Major Mystic, welcome. Munchie, welcome. Ashvin, welcome. Rico, welcome. Sans, welcome. Rohan, welcome. I know I just answered your question. Jay Sipke, welcome. The gang, welcome. Mr. Perfect Cell, welcome. So, you guys asking, turn it lower. Okay, thank you. There you go. Sorry, I just turned it way down. Let's see. How am I doing on this fine day? I'm doing great. Great enough to stream. So that should. Anytime I'm streaming, it means I'm having a good day. That's usually the rule. If I'm live, if I'm hanging out, that means I have energy and I'm in a good mood. So, and that's all because of you guys. The channel again has been doing really great recently. So I just want to thank you guys. Let's see here. So Mr. Perfect Cell asked, what do you think Goku's power level is in the Cell games, if you had to guess? I mean, using manga information, I mean, his power level is at least, at that point, if he's 120 million, I mean, he's at least several billion by the time of the Cell games. He's in a Super Saiyan form that's likely at bare minimum 10 times stronger than he was on Namek, just multiplier-wise, ignoring all the other just base training that he did for like 3 years and stuff. It's really hard to quantify without using the anime and stuff. Even then, I don't think there's really any multipliers for something like Mecha Frieza or anything like that. He says the thing like, oh, this is an attack 10 times stronger than the one that blew up Namek, but he was holding back when he blew up Namek, so it doesn't scale anywhere. Hey, Adrian, hitting the gym. That's what I like to hear. I want my fans, all my fans to be like buff, muscly men like Baki characters. I don't care, man or woman. You gotta become a buff man. I'm Popolsky. Welcome to the stream, man. We got 35 people in here. Thank you. How well would Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta do against Beerus from Battle of Gods? So I think he likely would actually do very, very well against the Beerus from the movie, like the Battle of Gods movie. I think that Gogeta is stronger than Goku in that movie. I know I haven't talked about this a lot, but Gogeta, like GT, is likely stronger than the two original Super movies. Like Resurrection F movie and Battle of Gods. He's likely stronger than both of those, than anyone in those movies. But this Super anime, I mean, he probably loses to Beerus. I mean, I made a video saying he loses to God Goku, so that's pretty much where my head's at with that. Let's see. At the end of the TOP, base Goku and Android 17 were doing evenly against Jiren. If androids don't get tired, then the base Goku surpasses Blue Farm? Yeah. Yep. Yes, it did. It's not the first time it's happened. It's not even the first time it happened in the Tournament of Power. It happens like two or three times that Goku's base form becomes stronger than his Super Saiyan Blue. One of the other times is during his fight with one of his previous fights with Jiren. He's in his base form, and Jiren hits him with like a real like gobsmacking punch, and Goku deadass is like, "That was the strongest punch I've ever taken." Jiren has punched him in UI earlier in the Tournament of Power, and base Goku just took a stronger punch. He's goated. All right, his strength growth is insane, and I didn't really bring it up during the potential video, but anyways, almost 40 people in here. Someone get like one friend to get them in here so we can get 40 people in here. I don't know if this is off topic, but quick question: what do you think on Dragon Ball Super? Still a big question mark in terms of the anime. I mean, I've given up on Dragon Ball Super anime coming back, at least until Daima's done. It really depends on how well Daima does, I think. Let's see here. How come a weaker Kale tanked Super Saiyan Blue Goku, but a stronger Kale was getting toyed with by Super Saiyan God Goku in the TOP? Either... either Goku was holding back, or Goku got... everyone got involved, got stronger. Hello, Lonk. Thomas asks, so is it true that Dragon Ball characters just kind of ignore any and all hacks by just being stronger? It's hard to kind of... 44 people in here. Oh my gosh, awesome. Thank you, guys. It's iffy. Some hacks abilities, absolutely. We see characters break through, hits time skip. But then there's other times where very clearly weaker characters do affect stronger characters with hacks. Like, so for example, people usually use like Vegito as the example. They're like, oh dude, Vegito got turned into candy and then was like still fine. That means this applies to all Dragon Ball characters. That is just verbatim not true. The Daizenshu specifically says Vegito, not because of his power, but because he's like a fusion and he's weird like that. That's why getting turned into candy didn't weaken his power. So when I talked about that in the like Goku versus Big 3 video, it didn't matter because he just had Vegito's powers anyway. But if it was just Goku and someone turned him into something, there's literally no way to prove that just because he's a Dragon Ball character, it wouldn't work on him. If you actually want my honest opinion on that. However, there's also the flip around where it's like, okay, well, what's the strongest thing that character has used their hacks ability on? Oh, and the song ran out. All right, new Dokkan music, everybody. If you guys like Dokkan, let me know what Dokkan's on. I'm ranting specifically about this one topic. I don't know why. Here we go. So let me pull you back up. All right. Yeah, I'm yapping. Okay. Oh god, so many questions. I've already missed like 30. Thank you guys for asking all these questions. I really appreciate it. Do we have 50 people in here? Wow, thank you guys so much. How exactly does a top Spirit Bomb scale above Merge Zamasu? Because the power required to push it back is stronger than Merge Zamasu. And characters can push back a Spirit Bomb with less power that it takes than the Spirit Bomb contains. Because Kid Buu, right, is weaker than the Spirit Bomb, but he was able to push it back, right? So it's likely the Spirit Bomb had higher power than the current power exuded by Jiren when he pushed it back, and it was still stronger than Merge Zamasu. How powerful do you think Comp Goku is? Probably like I don't think he's outer. I still have yet to see any version of Goku that gets to outer, so probably like high hyperversal or something like that with heroes. Do you think Goten and Trunks could beat Boo in Superhero? Yeah. Death battles for entertainment. It should not be taken seriously. True. How many stones do you have saved up for Dokkan 9th anniversary? I have like 450 right now. I dropped stones on the Super Saiyan 3 Goku and Kid and Fat Boo banners. I got the Goku. Didn't get Fat Boo, unfortunately. How do you think they're gonna beat Black Frieza? Oh, I'm getting an error message. What is this? Why is YouTube tweaking? Okay, whatever. YouTube's tweaking. Okay, anyway. What was the question? Black Frieza. Dude, I just hope they I just hope they just straight up fight him like it's Namek. Like no gimmicks like fusion or anything like that. I hope they just run the gauntlet on Black Frieza and just throw straight hands for like a whole arc. Like I want a gauntlet that's on the level of current Jujutsu Kaisen. I want Frieza to be Sukuna, and everybody takes turns trying to beat Frieza's ass. That would be peak Dragon Ball Super. Like I don't want themes. I don't want character development. I want characters with different color hair getting stronger and fighting Black Frieza. They would be, oh my god. Can Goku with every single ability in Dragon Ball beat Superman? No. Am I excited for Daima? I'm excited for anything new Dragon Ball. Jamie Gardner, I've already done Broly versus Jiren. That video did very well. I don't need to do it again. I don't need to do it again. Besides Frieza, who's your rank of the strongest warriors in Universe 7 in your opinion? I made a YouTube short about it. Probably goes, it's like Gohan, Goku, Broly, Vegeta, something like that. Vegeta, and then probably Granola? Unless I'm forgetting someone, because Granola's still around. He's still alive. I don't know why he's not helping. I hope he pulls up. That would actually be sick if he pulls up to fight Black Frieza, even though he like can't get any stronger. Do you think Frieza has another form after his black form? I hope not. I think that'd be really bad. Maybe he does something like goes full power or something. Gogito, bro, I'm trying to keep up with all the questions. There's a lot of you. I'm not going to get every question. Ask them again if I don't cover your question. Just don't spam, please. Do you think a Dragon Ball character with Sukuna Kit and intelligence be a monster in Dragon Ball? If, like, they had, like, the stats of a Dragon Ball character? Yeah. they would, like, annihilate pretty much everyone. Do I think Saitama beats Goku? Not at all. I made a video about that a while ago. What's the strongest character that I think Tien can beat? Like Yamcha. He beats Yamcha. How far would current Krillin get in the Tournament of Power? Like he's probably like around Android 18. He already was, but he just still is. I know what Warhammer 40k is, yes. How hard does Super Saiyan 3 Goku slam Ultimate Gohan in his neck? Gohan's losing to Super Saiyan Goku in the anime. Let alone 3. Do I think King Cold has similar potential to Frieza? No. He quite clearly doesn't. What do I think of Sonic? Sonic is white people's Goku. What do I think about how debaters are hyper-literal and more so debate based on agendas rather than arguing accuracy? I mean, that's always been the case. Very few people, especially, I mean, this is for Crossverse, really. Because I think having a cross-verse agenda is much worse than having an inverse agenda, right? Because one of them is contained within a single narrative. But what I think about it, it's been around forever. It's not going to change. Is it annoying? Sure. Does making fun of them, is it fun? People who do that? Absolutely. How far would Gojo get in Dragon Ball? I mean, I might make a video about that, how far Gojo gets in Dragon Ball. I'll tell you, not very far. How do you think a Goku versus Kratos fight would go? Do you think they would get along? Like, he wouldn't get along with any Kratos before God of War 4. That's for sure. Like, at all. As for who would win, I might do a video about that. But other people have. Kratos wins. Kratos beats Goku. Kratos consistently has better scaling. Let's see here. Would I ever make a video versus Goku versus Halo or Warhammer. I don't scale either of those series, so probably not. Does Golden Frieza unironically beat Vegeta Blue? Yeah. Yeah, he did. He does. He absolutely beats Vegeta Blue. DC Godzilla versus Dragon Ball verse. Okay, so this actually I don't know why I know about this. Maybe just because I'm friends with. I don't know if you'd call us friends, but we're mutuals, content creators. I'm in a server and everything. We talk a lot. I help him with scaling. My friend Goji Chronic. He's into Godzilla, so I do actually know the answer to this. DC, like the Godzilla that's currently crossing over with DC would solo Dragon Ball. That Godzilla would slam all of Dragon Ball. The Superman he beats in that story, even though it's not main continuity Superman, is stated to be equal to main continuity Superman. So, yeah. Let that sink in. Also, I'm just putting that out there. If you absolutely want to make sure I answer your question, you can always do like a $1 donation with it or something, just in case I super don't miss it. But you don't have to. I'll keep answering questions. But I'm just putting that out there. Oh god, dude, any Dokkan people, I hate Fat Boo's OSTs. Neither of them are good. They're all stinky. Now, for a banger Dokkan OST, Topo's active skill. Alright. Let's see here. I missed a couple questions here. How high do I scale DC and Marvel? I think DC does scale higher. And both of them consistently are higher than Dragon Ball. I'll tell you that much. There's a reason why I haven't done, like, Goku versus Thor or Goku versus Hulk. Because Goku does not win those fights. Does the 1995 Burning Godzilla beat current Goku? If so, why? I don't believe that version of... If that Godzilla is higher than Multiversal, then yeah, but I think that Godzilla is only Universal. I could be wrong. I don't know. Oh, Miss Yummy, thank you so much! Thank you so much for the donation. Thank you so much. Can Medaka Kurokami survive in Dragon Ball? If you take... So if you think she scales to, what, a Jimu? The goddess character. If you think she scales in any way, even if she's 0.00000 infinitely repeating 1% of her power, and you also think that when it says that she has a power that transcends all dimensions, and that means, like, spatial dimensionality, then yes, she could survive Dragon Ball, and then she'd also solo Dragon Ball. There you go. If you had to compare Jiren's potential to someone in Universe 7, who would you compare him to? His potential, probably potential is like Boo, probably. No, not Boo. What am I saying? No, his potential is actually, like, very similar to just, like, Goku or Vegeta. He just trains a lot. And got really strong because he trained a whole lot. How far would Kid Goku go in the world of One Piece? He probably solos One Piece. What's your personal opinion about Batman and Spider-Man swapping villains? I mean... Batman, like, listen, where Batman consistently scales, there are villains that he can't physically overcome. So, like, if it's just, like, they instantly, like, snap teleport to each other's worlds, Batman runs a higher chance of running into a villain that he can't beat in a first encounter, while Spider-Man is infinitely more likely to run into a villain he can beat in a first encounter, right? Like I would think Spider-Man could survive and probably beat Killer Croc in a random encounter, but I don't think Batman could beat Venom in a random encounter. if that makes sense. However, if Batman is allowed to, like, get a lay of the land, he might eventually figure some stuff out. Let's see. How strong would you say GT Goku who fused with the Dragon Balls is since he tanked Omega? Oh, okay. I can actually answer this. Because even though people hate me, I do know GT scaling. So that version of Goku is getting a temporary unknown amp. The writers specifically say he just gets covered with some sort of aura that changes who he is temporarily, and it allows him to survive attacks from Omega Shenron. Either way, he's still weaker than Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta, because Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta is just stated to be the strongest. So, like, Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta would just replicate everything he did. Spider-Man versus Invincible. I still have that thumbnail sitting. I could do that video at any time. But listen, Invincible has not won a video on my channel yet, like the verse. They've gone 0 for 2, and Spider-Man would probably make them go 0 for 3. If Sonic and Goku swap fights, who would live? I think Sonic probably has higher scaling than Goku, so probably Goku would lose and Sonic would not. Major Mystic King, you donated $1. I don't see a question, but thank you so much. Do you have a question you want me to answer? Just type it in chat. Thank you so much, man. End of GT Goku is way too overhyped. GT Gogeta is stronger because of stamina just brought up. Yep, yeah, he is. But thank you so much, Major Mystic King. Please ask if you did you ask a question before, or am I blind? Oh, what if it was CC Goku versus the main Superman? Main Superman does beat Capsule Corp Goku or Heroes Goku or whatever you want to say. I'm sorry, it's just how it is. How would you actually scale the Gammas? In the manga, they are either equal to Goku and Vegeta during the Moro arc, or Goku and Vegeta at the time of Superhero. Whichever one you want to go with. Because there are statements on the Dragon Ball Super website, like official chapter summaries, that say that they're equal to Goku and Vegeta. Which would just be current Goku and Vegeta. So. 5KO, brief ranking on the JJK students. Which characters? List them and then I'll tell you my ranking. Am I familiar with Project Moon? I've heard that name before, but I've never seen anything with it. Didn't Invincible win in your Viltrumites versus Saiyan Saga Goku vid? Bro, I forgot I made that video. I mean, individual Invincible characters did not win in that video. They just like, swarmed Goku. If Arale and the Mask fought, who would win since both have Toon Force? Arale has better scaling than the Mask, to my knowledge. What character would Goku Black stop at in the Tournament of Power in one-on-one fights? He would lose to, like, base Dispo. Like, just base form Dispo. No super speed mode, just base form Dispo. Hikari, Yuta, Maki, Yuji, Todo. Right now, I mean, if I'm being real, it's probably... Okay, it's weird. From everything we've seen, Hikari's number 5. Yuji is technically fighting a weaker Sukuna than the one Maki has fought, but also he's doing way better than Maki at the same time. So I want to say it's like... here's the thing. I don't think any character right now has a counter to Todo swapping places, what, was it 50 times? 500 times in a second or whatever? Like, what are they doing to counter that? The problem is that I don't know if Todo has the AP to do anything against, like, Maki or anything like that. But I go something like Yuji, Maki, Yuta, Hikari, and Todo, depending if you think he has enough AP. If he has the AP to hurt, if you think he can damage any of those characters, then he's number, like, 2. Let's see here. Supreme versus End of Series Invincible. Supreme. He is better scaling in his own series. If speed increases with power, does power increase with speed? Basically, does Dispo Super Speed mode also amp his strength? Yeah, it makes him stronger. He goes from, like, having relative AP to, like, base Frieza, and then he goes to being relative to Golden Frieza. Are there any other series you want to cover? Maybe. Oh, Mr. Perfect Cell, you didn't have to donate for that. Is it canceled? I mean, probably. I just could not find a way to make that video interesting. Thank you so much for the $2 though. I just literally let me tell you, I've several times gone back and like tried to rewrite that script to make it like an interesting video, and I just hate talking about multipliers. It's probably my least favorite thing to talk about in Dragon Ball. And it's just like like every script version of it, it was like you could tell I didn't care. You know what I mean? What do you think pre-risk granola scales? He scales to Abo and Kado. What are skills? Zeno Goku? He's like 5D or something like that. 5D, 6D maybe. Is Ichigo actually universal? No. Are there any stands in JoJo's that you could beat every Z fighter? Maybe. I mean, the problem with the stands is that they just don't have the stats to compare to Dragon Ball characters. That's the main problem with stands. Have I ever watched Animator versus Animation? Like ages ago. But yeah. Would Shadow Dragon arc base Goku beat Saiyan Beyond God Battle of Gods base Goku? No. That's such a specific question. Hypothetical Super Saiyan 2 Goku from the Cell Saga versus Super Perfect Cell. Who would win? Super Perfect Cell. Would you say Sukuna scales to 4D? No! That motherfucker is, like, island level. That dude is island level. Maybe. He's probably, like, city level, honestly. Cosmic Garo versus Super Saiyan God Vegeta. Vegeta. Arale versus Superman. I mean, like, I don't think Arale is like this fictionally transcendent god being, so probably Superman. Let's see here. Omni-Man versus Yusuke. Omni-Man's way faster, but Yusuke's probably has higher AP. Where does Gear 5 Luffy scale? Like country level? Continental? Maybe multi-continental? Something like that. What do you think of Drip Sauce's Goku scaling? I think his opinions are very bad, very misinformed, and he spreads a lot of misinformation about Dragon Ball. So yeah. How far would Kaba go against DBZ Vegito? He would beat DBZ Vegito. Where does Orange Piccolo scale? He's around the level of Goku and Vegeta at the time of superhero. So he's like blue level. He's like sorry. He's yeah. He's just around their peak power. Because the statement is not the statement is misconstrued. The statement is not saying Piccolo is exactly equal to Goku. all it says is that he's on the level of characters like Goku. It says he's on par with Goku and Ko, right? So he's just saying like what the statement Toriyama's really saying there in that like interview, he's just saying like, hey, Piccolo's finally relevant again to characters that like Goku would fight. That's really what he's saying there. That's my interpretation of this statement, personally. Or if you want to look at it this way, the Gammas are equal to Broly movie Goku and Vegeta, and then Orange Piccolo is as strong as Goku and Vegeta have gotten since training. If Goku trained with Wonder Woman and Batman, how skilled would he become? He could probably learn everything that they would teach him. So he'd probably become equal in skill to them. Do you know who this is? Real, who did you say? Who is? Have I read Sakamoto Days? I have not read Sakamoto Days. Why is future Gohan so weak compared to present Gohan? If you want my headcanon personally, it's because he never was able to rest. He essentially like future Gohan is essentially what would happen if Gohan trained like Vegeta was training in the Cell Saga, where he just threw himself at a wall repeatedly to get stronger without ever like being able to like chill for a bit, right? Because he's always running and hiding from the androids and stuff, and essentially just like capped his growth because he was never actually able to like chill out. That's how I see it, at least. Could Yujiro beat Red Ribbon's Army Saga Goku? He probably would. It'd be very close. Do you think Goku will actually become an angel in training like Beerus? No. He's not going to become an angel. He's not an angel. He's a Saiyan. Let's see here. How strong is Namek Goku in the anime? He's like multi-solar system level at most. How high do you scale Mortal Kombat? Unfortunately, I don't scale Mortal Kombat. Have you ever wanted to try rewriting Dragon Ball? I would just make it worse. I literally... Okay. Literally, here's the one change that I would make to Dragon Ball that I think would make it a little bit more interesting. All right, this is Lonk's fan fiction time, and I want you guys to tell me if this would make. Oh, my stream lagged there for a second. Hello. Okay, I want you guys to tell me if this makes the Cell Saga more interesting. All right, so after the after Gohan and Gohan and Goku train in the time chamber, right? They come out and there's that period where it's like, hey, let's just chill for a week and just live our lives, right? In my version of the Cell Saga, Trunks also is there hanging out with them, mostly because he's like he trained most of his life with like future Gohan, and he actually wants to like talk with like the younger Gohan and spend time with him, right? So they're like, there's just the additional ideal that Trunks is with Gohan and Goku and is spending time with Gohan and actually like forms a relationship with this Gohan that he never met, mostly because of future Gohan, right? Come the Cell games, instead of killing 16, Cell kills Trunks first instead, and that is what causes Gohan to go Super Saiyan 2. Causing it to essentially be, now technically this is the manga, this is not true, but essentially flipping what happens in the Future Saga, where Gohan's death causes Trunks to go Super Saiyan. Now it's Trunks' death causing Gohan to go Super Saiyan 2. I think that would be pretty cool. I don't know your thoughts on that, but I think that would have made it maybe a little bit more interesting. Do you believe in outerverse to hyperverse scaling in Dragon Ball? No. Ty, why is Dragon Quest canon to Dragon Ball? I've never heard that before. And if so, why would it be outer? Let's see here. What's another banger ST? We can chill with this one. God, are there 60 of you in here? Thank you guys so much for being here. Alright. Yeah, I mean, will I leave the stream up? Maybe. I usually forget to take it down. Is Super Perfect Cell Universe Buster? Maybe in the anime, but that's it. In the anime, in this manga, he's a Solar System Buster. Let's see. Goku manga is outer. No, he's not. I'm in a group chat, and two guys were just writing each other saying that the DB universe is finite in size because Bulma's saying they're the edge center of the universe. Now, this is going to be crazy. Something can have an edge and still be infinite in size. It can just be infinitely upwards from that point. Crazy, I know. Kibito Shin versus Cell. Cell. It's stated Kibito barely got, like, reasonably any stronger. But if you think that's kind of just proportional, and it's still, like, base Gohan's power times, like, Cell Saga Goku's power, then yeah, they beat Cell. So actually, probably, yeah, they do. I think the statement is just saying in comparison to Buu Saga characters when it says they barely got stronger. Hey, First Spectre, welcome to the stream, man. Interesting, Ty. Here's the thing. I don't consider anything that happens in Dr. Slump as being canon to Dragon Ball, besides what Arale does on screen in Dragon Ball. I don't think they're the same universe. And I might make a video about it. The gang, I'm really sorry that you got convinced that Goku is outer. My severe apologies. Baby Saga Vegeta, the strongest Saiyan, still beats GT Goku from Baby Saga. I mean, yeah. Is that a question? I don't... how strong is current Naruto? He's like Solar System level. Does Injustice Superman solo Dragon Ball Super? No. Injustice Superman is pretty weak. Oh, thank you so much, CJ. Hokage Naruto versus Namek Frieza. If it's anime Namek Frieza, then probably Namek Frieza. If it's just manga, then Hokage Naruto. Can AP be below DC? Actually, it can. And here's when. It can be below DC when the character has no way of concentrating that attack into their, like, normal physicals, if that makes sense, right? If it's a one-time big explosion, right? And they can't replicate that in any other fashion, then that destructive capacity of that attack doesn't scale to their normal AP. If that makes sense. I assume that that's what the question is. If Busaga Gohan could fight Dabura, who's super perfect Cell level, then doesn't mean he would be stronger than Cell. That Gohan might just be stronger than Cell. Yeah. That specific Gohan, that rusty Gohan, might be stronger than Cell. He might also be stronger than the Gohan in the Cell Saga. Oh, probably Sane. Thank you so much for the $5, man. How fast do you think end of Cell Saga tier characters are? Oh, wow. Okay, more donations. Holy crap. So I think end of Cell Saga tier characters are just somewhere into massively faster than light. Um, they don't have all of the feats that happen during like the Otherworld tournament arc or the Buu Saga that are like calc to like quadrillions of times faster than light and stuff. But they're definitely faster than some of the earlier MFTL feats. Um, so they're like probably like, I mean, already by like the Saiyan Saga, they're arguably like a couple dozen to like 100 times faster than light. Um, so like they're probably like hundreds of thousands to millions of times FTL by the Cell Saga. Um, Namek Frieza versus 19. I think Frieza wins. 19 slams Frieza. Uh, the Goku that fights 19 is already stronger. Is still stronger than the one that Frieza fought. And Goku couldn't beat him even when going full power before the heart virus set in. So yeah. Uh can you try scaling some isekais like SAO? I'm definitely not scaling Sword Art Online. I'll tell you that much right now, buddy. I'm sorry. Sorry to burst your bubble, but I'm definitely not doing that. Thanks. MFTL kind of gets ambiguous, so I was kind of curious. Yeah, probably same. That's the problem with speed scaling, right? Because once you cross into faster than light, it's just multipliers faster than light until you just hit infinite speed, right? So it does kind of become lame. I agree. Um, do you think Beerus is inconsistent power wise? No, he's just holding back more than we know each time. How strong is comic Spider-Man when he's not holding back? Uh, I'm gonna hold back on answering that because I might do a video about it. Could Hakai bypass Infinity? Yeah. It would just like delete Gojo's cursed energy. Is base Goku in the early Android stronger than Namek SSJ Goku? I uh, uh okay. Uh there are those scenes of like in the anime of like base Goku training with Piccolo and Gohan, right? I forget when they happen, right? But if you think Piccolo's going all out and he's close in power to when he pulls up against the androids, then yeah, probably base Goku is stronger than Frieza. Um How strong is Teen Sage's Six Paths Naruto against Madara, Kage, and Sasuke? He's probably like star level. Uh, Somewhere around there. Z Broly versus Janemba. Listen, the guy who wrote both of them says Broly is stronger. I don't know what to tell you. Like, who am I to disagree with the guy who made them? You know? Like, why am I gonna be an intellectual and be like, actually, the characters you wrote, I know how strong they are more than you do, buddy. Get out of here, Koyama. Gojo versus Goku. Yeah. Ooh, I almost read that out loud. Wendy's, you almost got me, brother. Ooh, I almost read that out loud. Whew. Do you think any Saiyans will become gods of destruction? Probably not. They'll probably leave it ambiguous. I don't think they'll ever go that far. Hey, Dolma, thank you so much, man. I'm only this positive because you guys are so awesome, and there's like 70 of you guys in here right now, and that means the world to me. How strong is current Boruto? He just scales like the same. I don't think there's any AP feats currently that put him above just like the solar system level cap. He's just above where Naruto is. How strong would Link, with all abilities and items other than Triforce, get in Dragon Ball? He's like late Buu Saga Battle of Gods level, around there. Would you ever consider doing a video on Kibu versus Buhan? Absolutely. I've been thinking about it. Because it's so funny. So every time I do like those polls where I'm like, hey guys, what video do you want to see, right? I will occasionally just throw in Kid Buu versus Buhan, or I'll put in like who's the strongest Buu. Um, and every time the comments are like, it's obviously, and then they'll say one of them, and then underneath it there'll be a thread of like 100 comments of people debating. So quite clearly, it's still not obvious to people who's stronger, which I think is really funny. Probably Sane, thank you for the $2, man. Do you happen to know any Sailor Moon scaling? Um, so I haven't read Sailor Moon myself. Oh, banger. I don't even have to change the OST. Um, I haven't read it myself, but it seems like she's universal, maybe multiversal, based on a couple things. But can I tell you why? No. Would beginning of Granola arc Goku and Vegeta beat manga Jiren? Yes. Yes, they would. Clearly, the strongest Boo is Boo from Dragon Ball Super. That would be a great fake out. If I don't give my answer between who's stronger between Kid Buu and Buhan, and just say that Skinny Boo is the strongest, that'd be really funny. I just blue ball, just leave everyone in suspense. Hey, Chicken Fried Shank, thank you so much, man. I will continue to do my thing until I can't do YouTube anymore for whatever reason. So thank you so much. I hope you can stick around for the stream, or whatever. Let's see. Goku versus Yujiro equal stats. Ugh, it's looking rough for Goku. I'm not gonna lie to you. Like, characters in Baki have Ultra Instinct without needing to transform. Let's put it like that. If Saiyans and Viltrumites went to war with each other, who would win? And do you think they would call a truce and work together? So the thing is, right, if they're like on full-on warfare, the Viltrumites have a crazy win condition. If they're not trying to conquer the Saiyans planet and they just want to win, all the Viltrumites could just fly at planet Vegeta and just blow it up. And then all the Saiyans just die in space. Doesn't say Gohan was stronger as a kid. He's talking about Gohan during the father-son Kamehameha when he's amped by anger that he feels no other time in the story, and by Goku's ki. What's the strongest character in the Super manga that Z anime Goku can beat? I don't know if he gets anywhere. Like, he loses to, like, he's like equal to God Goku in the manga, I guess. Teen SSJ2 Gohan versus Boruto. Gohan has way better speed scaling, so he probably just blisses Boruto. Let's see here. Jump Force Goku is boundless? No. He is clearly bounded by the narrative he has found within in that game. Do you think Buhan would have done better than Goku versus Beerus in their first fight? Are you just asking if I think Goku surpassed Buhan in the anime, which is, I assume you're talking about, yes. So Buhan would do worse, because that Goku is stronger than Buhan. Hey, Emerald, welcome to the stream, man. Thank you so much. Strongest character Saitama could beat current DBS manga. Well, he doesn't get to the DBS manga. He doesn't beat everybody in Dragon Ball Z. So let's stop there. Jump vs. Goku is boundless triple plus. Oh, maybe. But yeah, I understand people's obsession with, like, wanting to make a character as strong as possible. I never understood that logic. Like, Why do you need your favorite character to be boundless? You're like, what's wrong with them losing to some characters in a fight? Do you think Super Saiyan for Gogeta slaps Super Saiyan God, or is relatively close in power? He loses to anime Super Saiyan God, and beats movie Super Saiyan God from like Battle of Gods and Resurrection F. Do you keep up with comics? I don't read them, but I pay attention to like what's happening in the grand scheme of things. Like I'll be like, oh, Spider-Man's story still sucks, or you know, the X-Men are having another reboot, or Batman's fighting another evil Batman, stuff like that. Where would Homelander scale? In Dragon Ball? Bro, he doesn't even beat. He wouldn't even beat like the first World Tournament. What characters even scale to boundless? Very few characters, Bitter Blue. Very few characters. Gohan is the strongest unfused fighter character in Z. Ooh, no he's not. There are several characters stronger than him without fusing. Including Goku, Vegeta, and Kid Buu. Oh yeah, Vegeta beats Gohan in the Buu saga, by the way. Post coming back to life. Or post fusion, sorry, post fusion. Your dad can beat my dad. My dad's Bardock. Bro, I'm Goku. Your dad's stronger than Bardock? I don't think so, bro. Oh, thank you so much, Jsuki, for the $5. Thank you so much, man. Hey, Long, do you think Batman is... How well do you think Batman is doing in the Cullen games? Rebirth, Frontiers, to make it simple. I mean, his major issue, especially, like, random encounter, is, like, a few of those domain expansions... he can't do anything. Like, if Naoya opens up his domain, the Batman is cooked. He can't do anything. He just dies. He's because he would have some degree of cursed energy. He's not like Maki. So yeah, Batman is cooked, unfortunately. Do people who like the stream beat Goku? And what about subscribers? How far do they go? Oh, dude, they'd solo Dragon Ball. If they liked the stream, subscribed, told their friends to subscribe, help me get to 35k and then 40k, dude, that'd be crazy. They'd solo Dragon Ball. They'd beat Superman. It'd be crazy. How strong is Ghost Rider? Bare minimum multiversal, hyperversal, maybe outer. He might actually be a character who's outer. At peak, at least. He's bare minimum multiversal, though. Goku with every ability versus Superman? Superman. The abilities would not allow him to outscale Superman. Kid Broly? We know Kid Broly's power level. He would beat those characters. Thank you, RBLXLC. I appreciate that, man. Wifeer, what are you saying? And you can argue. I don't know. They're arguing. Seems like there's an argument in my chat about Gohan being the strongest. Wifeer, you should join my Discord. The link is on my page. You should join because people would love to debate you on Dragon Ball. How strong is Bio Broly? He is the strongest movie villain. Deadass. Whatever the best feat of the strongest movie villain is, he's stronger than that. He's the strongest version of Broly, and Broly is the strongest movie villain. So he's the single strongest being in those movies. Bio Broly beats up Gogeta. Yeah, I said it. Yeah, I said it. Bio Broly beats up Super Gogeta. You know what? He one-shots Super Gogeta. There's nothing he can do. He goes blah, 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 and then Super Gogeta's dead. He goes Stardust Breaker, and it bounces off him. It bounces off the sludge. It doesn't even get through the sludge. Do you think Raditz is actually star level now? No. Why would Raditz be star level? If you think I said Raditz is star level, no. How would Batman do in Baki? He is equally as skilled, if not more skilled than most characters. However, his stats are quite lacking compared to top tier characters, unfortunately. Alright, Bro, my YouTube is lagging, bro. Just want to play some Dokkan music, bro. Oh my god. Is this the good one? No. Is this the good one? No. Wait, no. This is the banger. This is the banger. Yeah, here we go. 76 people in here. Oh my gosh. Alright. I missed a few questions. Did anyone send any money? No, okay. So if you guys asked a question, I apologize. You can ask them again. But Prince Boyd, thank you so much for the $5, man. Let me see here. Love your vids. Well, thank you for watching. I wouldn't make these videos if you guys didn't watch them, so thank you so much. Could Yuji become the Street Fighter World Champion? Yes. He probably is faster than everyone in Street Fighter. He's definitely more skilled than all of them. And they have relative AP at worst. So yeah. Baki probably beats everyone in Street Fighter. Legit, the only character whose strength is close enough to him is, like, Akuma and anyone who scales to Akuma, which is, like, 2 other people. Let's see. You still think Nappa isn't a plant buster? Oh, dude, that was just bait. That was just bait. That was just me baiting. How fast is current Goku? Probably has infinite speed. If not, then he's MFTL. Did you know the Kamehameha destroys things at atomic level? Yes, I did know that. Hope you're seeing how strong that Moro video is. I could post it again. It seems like people weren't really interested in it. Like, I don't know how many people care about manga, the scaling of the manga. Street Fighter annihilates Baki? I don't know about that one, bro. Does anyone in Street Fighter have a light speed statement or feat? Why did Goku struggle with lifting 10 tons? Because lifting strength is different. Lifting strength without amping yourself with ki is pretty low. Because we've seen characters pick up heavier things with ki control when they want to. So it was pretty clear that Goku was just using his basic strength there, aside from, like, the Super Saiyan aura. Am I doing good? I'm doing fine, man. Thank you for asking. How does Batman do in JJK, skill and speed-wise? I mean, he's more skilled than everybody in JJK combined. Speed-wise, I mean, if you think there are no such thing as, like, comic book outliers, then Batman's, like, massively faster than Light to infinite speed and Blitz's JJK. But if you think he's probably more reasonably, maybe, like, massively hypersonic, he would still probably Blitz JJK. Thoughts on Invincible's crossover comics? I don't think they're canon to the main story. What saga do you think Ichigo clears in Dragon Ball Z? I don't think he gets to Z. I think he probably stops around Z. Like Saiyan Saga at best. He's just really slow. Speed-wise. And his AP isn't all that impressive either. Maybe I'm just an Ichigo hater, but every time I talk with people who've read Bleach, who, like, are reasonable, they're like, Bleach is, like, not that strong. Hyrudegarn or Super Janemba? Super Janemba. If Hit had equal stats to Jotaro, who'd win? Still Hit. Hit could just go intangible and then just hit Jotaro with the heart attack punch. There's not really anything you can do. Bleach versus Invincible? I mean, Bleach characters have way better hacks. Their AP is really close, but Invincible characters are so much faster than Bleach characters. Like, it would be disgusting. Do you think Force Spirit Vision could counter Infinity? Not specifically that, but that Skater Boy sent... I do not know what currency that is, but thank you so much. Could God from the Bible solo all of fiction? If you treat him like how I treated the Greek gods, based on like what the text says that they can do, no. His best feat would be creating one universe. And there are characters who've destroyed and created things way more than a universe, unfortunately. Not to stir up controversy, but there you go. It's equal to like $1. Okay, thank you, BenGT. I was like, 4,000? I thought you just like paid... For a second, I was like, did this guy just, like, pay for the rest of my college? Like, that's worse, like, I don't know. I don't want to talk about, like, scaling, like, people's actual, still presently believed religions, so we'll stop there. Your economy is shit? Don't worry about it, man. Thank you so much for the 4,000. I don't know what currency that is, but thank you so much. What do you like the most about Toriyama writing? He does... I don't think a single person does fights better than Toriyama. Like... The paneling and the flow and the momentum of Dragon Ball fights, I don't think any series has ever surpassed. How would Spider-Man do in the Bakiverse? He would solo the Bakiverse. What is my least favorite Dragon Ball Z movie? Bro, I don't know. I mean, Bio Broly's the classic answer. It doesn't have that many interesting characters in it. The villain sucks. There's no cool set pieces. You know. God of War versus Dragon Ball. It's not looking good for Goku. That's all I'll say. Hey, why freer? I'm glad you could. This stream has brought out your like wanting to talk. Super Saiyan 3 Gogeta versus Super Saiyan 2 Vegito. I mean, if you think Buhan's statement about Goku and Vegeta fusing is correct, then base Vegito beats Super Saiyan 3 Gogeta. If Buhan is actually correct when he says what he says. But I'll let you guys be the decider if he was actually correct when he said that if they fused, they would not be able to beat him. Do you think the Z fighters in the Saiyan Saga could stop Team Bardock? No. None of them are beating Bardock. And if they went Great Ape, they just all die. They get soloed by one of them. Do you think Vegeta deserves a win against the main villain? No. Vegeta doesn't deserve anything. I've been sitting on a Vegeta hate video for a very long time now. Like, if you actually reread Dragon Ball, especially like the Buu saga leading up to Majin Vegeta and then actually Majin Vegeta, I don't know how anyone could think Vegeta is cool. He is a loser during the whole Buu saga. Until he redeems himself. But before that, he is a loser. Who's stronger right now? Goku, Vegeta? Not Vegeta. Chilled or cooler? Cooler. You think Invincible even starts Z Saga? Yeah, I made a video talking about that. You should check it out. It's... Could Goku stop a Viltrumite invasion? It's one of my most popular videos. Why do you think people get mad when Batman does something, but when Iron Man, Doctor Doom, Nightwing, Daredevil does something similar, they're okay with it? I'd have to see an example of that to know what you mean. Goku Black versus Berserker Kale? Probably Berserker Kale. Are Garlic Jr. and Pilaf related? No. No. Don't hate Vegeta. From the end of Buu Saga to now, Vegeta is the second best Dragon Ball character. I mean, maybe. But before that, he's a total loser. Who was satisfied when Cell beat up Vegeta? GT Goku versus Super Goku. Super Goku beats GT Goku. Unfortunately. I mean, if you like GT, that's what it is. Hey, Emerald, thank you for being here, man. Hope you have a nice night. Catch you in another stream or catch you in the comment section of one of my next videos. How do you think present real-life Earth would fare against a single Cyberman? If the Cyberman wasn't stupid and blew itself up, it would destroy humanity. We would not be able to stop them at all. Only Dragon Ball scaling questions? No, but if you ask questions about things that aren't Dragon Ball, there's less of a chance I know the answer to the question or have an opinion on it. Oh, dude, Boundless GT Goku. I forgot about that. You said in Tyler's vid that Invincible AP is compared to base Goku, but Invincible has speed advantage, so couldn't he beat Goku? I remember kind of stamina weakness. Yeah, maybe. I mean, we were kind of fudging the numbers on that one a little bit because we were talking about a hypothetical end of series mark at an unknown level of power. So, we were just assuming he got a little bit stronger. We also lowballed Goku in that video because we didn't use anime AP scaling. I don't think we did. I don't remember. Is there anyone in JJK physically stronger than comic Spider-Man? No. Omega Shenron versus Zamasu? Zamasu. I would like if you talked about how cool Omega Shenron is. That would be difficult, because I don't think Omega Shenron is very cool. I think the Shenron with the big cigar, where he's like smoking a pack, like the actual like Shadow Dragon God guy, I forget his name. That guy's cool. That guy's raw as hell. But actual Omega Shenron? Nah. Nameku versus the big three MCs. The big three would beat him. They would not. Goku cannot beat them. Shaggy versus Goku. Goku. Um, okay, Joseph Dent. I think the difference is, Joseph Dent, is that it's like when Batman builds these things, it's always like, okay, so why doesn't he just use this all the time? As opposed to someone like Iron Man, who's always using armors and stuff like that. I think that's the main difference. Um, would hacks like Genjutsu work on DBZ characters? Specifically, Genjutsu would not work on Dragon Ball characters. Other hacks might, but not Genjutsu. Umbrella, I don't scale Mario, so I don't know. Oh, man. Man, bro, yapping for, like, this long, it gets you fucking tired, man. I've drank, like, a whole thing of water here. Okay, here's the deal. I'm gonna go get a cough drop so I don't lose my voice so we can keep talking. So I'm about to go silent. There's like almost 80 of you in here. Do not leave. I'm gonna be gone for like 10 seconds. Okay, I'm not dead. Just hold on. I'll be back to answering questions. Chat amongst yourselves. All right, see, I'm back. I'm back. Oh, 10 of you motherfuckers left. Oh shit. That's gonna get this video. This live stream just got demonetized because of that. I'm sorry. I should not have cursed like that. Anyway, I'm back. Um, let's see. Did anyone donate anything? Do I have to answer anyone's question specifically? Seems not. Anyways, Sonic versus Goku. Sonic probably beats Goku. Are you gonna be playing Sparking Zero? If it's good, like I need people to be like, this is a game that is worth your time. If it's not good and it's like a broken mess or just boring, I'm not gonna waste my money. Because I don't think I'm gonna be able to make content out of it. Like, do you guys want me to do like a playthrough of the game when it comes out? I don't think you guys are here for that. Maybe I'll go do it on live streams or something. But I don't know. Do you think Mecha Frieza was suppressed against Trunks? No. Pretty clearly wanted Trunks to not be alive anymore. He has no reason to hold back. Is there a DBZ movie villain that you want to be canon? I think Cooler over all the other villains would be the most interesting if put in canon. Maybe stream and post a vid? Maybe. I mean, I could definitely edit it like one of those, like my Nuzlocke videos. The main problem is that I don't have a PC. Oh, RBALX, have a good night, man. Glad you could be here. Main problem is I don't have a PC. I stream and edit and do all of this on a single laptop. My setup is atrocious. I have the worst setup of mankind. All right. So if I were to stream, I'd have to get a capture card, run it through the PlayStation into my computer through OBS, have it record that live stream, and then edit it. It's not impossible, but it's not no work. That's all I want to say. Um, is DBS Manga Goku just a Galaxy Buster? No, he's universal. I put in a little bit extra. Rah! Yeah, it's Orange Piccolo, baby. I'm not gonna play it though. Hercule would be a regular human in a fight. You're doing good with the potato left up. Thank you, man. Yeah, I make it work. Black Frieza versus current Vegito Blue. I mean, okay, if you think Frieza knows about fusion, given how he saw Kefla in the Tournament of Power, and Gogeta during the Broly event, right? And he says he thinks he'll never lose to a Saiyan again. Then he thinks he's stronger than a current Vegito. So probably Frieza. Or he doesn't know how strong Vegito's multiplier is. Then he's just stronger. Who do you think would win, Composite King Ghidorah or Super Shenron? Isn't there like a King Ghidorah that's like 5D or something like that from Godzilla Earth? What video games do you scale? Would you scale Kirby, Metroid, or Bloody Roar? I maybe here's the thing though. I don't think anyone would care if I made a video about any of those things. And that's the main problem, right? If I did like how strong is Kirby, that would get 2K views. The only way me scaling things that aren't popular series or like anime are when I put them up against a Dragon Ball character. Like if I just made a video that's like how strong are the Greek gods, no one would care. Right? But I made it how strong are the Greek gods by doing them versus Vegeta. More people cared. Where do I scale Biscuit? He should be like multi-city block, maybe town level, just like all the top tier Baki characters. Ginyu Force versus Viltrumites? Go the Ginyu Force slam. Who'd win? Beerus or Black Frieza? We don't know. I've not watched Fairy Tail. Sorry. What are your opinions on Dr. Willow? He's conceptually pretty interesting, but his motivations and evil plan are really stupid. His design is awesome, though. Could Goldo's time skip over Hit's time skip? I have no idea. Is the manga actually weaker than the anime? Yeah. I made a video about that. Check it out. Strongest animal that all of WWE combined can beat. I mean, that's... Like, okay. I assume you mean land animal, right? Because it's like... If we are in the water, we're never beating a whale. Right? The whale would... Like, we would just run out of energy swimming after a whale, right? Right? But if we put the whale on land, we insta-win, right? And I'm assuming WWE... Okay, so it's like several... I'm assuming it's just like several hundred people, right? And the question is like, okay, can several hundred, like, athletic people take down an elephant? And I'm like they've no weapons, they've no gear or anything. I don't know. That's tough, because if the elephant just starts, like, running, what are they doing? However, animals usually aren't bloodlusted, so I'm just gonna say that they probably, after a lot of casualties, take down any animal. I'm gonna say that. I'm gonna be bold and say that, but I don't know. I think SSJ Rose is imperfect ultra ego since he was a Kai. I don't think so. I think it was just Super Saiyan Blue, like it tells us. Um, let's see. Can the gods anime Record of Ragnarok defeat the Saiyans? No. Have I watched Hajime no Ippo? No, I've not. Will you ever do a video on multipliers in Dragon Ball Super? No. I think multipliers are really boring. I'll be honest. What is the strongest fictional character that Goku could be, even if it was by a slim margin? Probably like Vegeta. Can a bloodlusted peak human with a knife kill a chimpanzee? If they're lucky, yeah. That's the thing, because here's the thing about, like, when it gets, like, real world, like, power scaling. It's like, we're not fictional characters who act perfectly and have, like, perfect durability and stuff. Like, at any time, like, you can get very lucky and beat something. Just because I just managed to stab them right in the throat or the heart, right? Doesn't really quite, like, happen like that in fiction. Let's see here. I finessed him? Yeah, I kind of did. He didn't specify not Dragon Ball. Giorno versus Deku? Probably Giorno. I think Giorno's way faster. And you can get his AP high enough. Essentially, Umbrella, watch my Jotaro versus My Hero Academia video. And just go from there. How far would Mr. Satan get as a real-life boxer? He would be the undisputed champ. Nobody would be able to beat him. He would never lose a fight. He would actually be the world champ. And he wouldn't have to, like, cheat this time. Who's the strongest non-Dragon Ball character that Goku can beat? I don't know. Probably beats, like, Saint Seiya. Something like that. I don't know. The actual tier of power that Goku is in is actually a pretty rare tier of power. Like, there are not many characters that are just, like, multiplicatively beyond universal, like Goku is. What was something that you were happy to hear that other people had the same opinion as you? Bro, most people disagree with my opinions, man. That's the thing. Like, this channel's called Long's Takes as like a joke. But, like, most people do actually disagree with my takes. How strong are Fallout characters? No one's stronger than a nuke, I guess. I don't know. Could Kid Goku survive in Helldivers? Yeah, he'd be fine. Do I plan on making a Dragon Ball, like, JoJo video? Probably not. I'm just... The main thing right now is I'm legit too busy to pick up and read a new verse, right? Like, I was planning on doing Sakamoto days, but I haven't. I posted that I was, and then I didn't. So. Could Goku beat the MCU Avengers? Yeah. Does Saitama actually get past the Buu Saga? No, he doesn't. I like Goku Black more than Turles. Turles doesn't really have a character. Is anime Goku stronger than Beerus? He is until we're told that he isn't. Yeah. Does Moro cap at Galaxy level? No. Kid Krillin from the Red Ribbon Army Saga versus Red Ribbon Army. Probably the Red Ribbon Army. It seems like it's pretty clear that at the time only Goku would be capable of beating the Red Ribbon Army. Should open up more series for more scaling. I mean, here's the thing. I'm not going to waste time reading a whole series that no one wants me to talk about. That's the main problem, right? Listen, I've been fighting tooth and nail just to have people care about my JJK scaling opinions. I have a very, I don't know if it's clear to you guys, but I have a very divided fan base. I don't know how this happened. Half my fan base are Dragon Ball only people. But the other half of my fan base hates the other half. It doesn't like Dragon Ball stuff. Every time there's a poll, they're like, oh, the Dragon Ball fans are ruining the polls. Every time Dragon Ball wins, I hate it. So, could Manga Vegeta beat Rimuru? I don't know Rimuru scaling. He probably loses even without Force Spirit Fission because Rimuru doesn't sound strong. Is TUI actually stronger than NUI? It was at the time. Wolverine versus the Akatsuki, Wolverine. They literally have no way to kill him. If you took away domain expansion, could the military beat Sukuna? No. Who do you think will win? Perfect Cell or Saitama? It's very close. But Cell has like better hacks, so even if you want to say they're like close in stats, Cell just heals and then gets stronger. I mean, Saitama can get stronger too, so... But I don't like bringing in, oh, they can get stronger to cross-verse. Because then you're just using a version of the character who doesn't exist. What verses do I have the most knowledge of? So Dragon Ball, obviously. Naruto. I can talk about My Hero. I can talk about JoJo. I can talk about Jujutsu Kaisen. I can talk... I mean, just look at my channel. Actually. If it's something I've talked about on the channel, I can talk about it. Let's see here. U.S. Army versus Muzan. Like, there's no one single thing in the military that could stop Muzan. But, like, if... Here's the thing. He's not aware of, like, modern-day technology, right? Especially something like a plane. So if they just flew a plane and then just, like, dropped, like, one nuclear bomb on him, he's dying. Hey, Numbers, thanks for being at the stream, man. Have a nice night, bro. Thanks for being here. Everyone, go subscribe to Numbers' channel. He scales Dragon Ball stuff. He makes really good videos. Yeah, nuclear bomb. No, I'd win, yeah. Does AP actually equal durability? No, so the Sentry, how it works is, right? What it really is that durability is equal to or higher than attack potency. And the reason is, if you're outputting more power, then you, by definition, you have to be able to withstand the power that you're outputting from your body, right? Or your own attacks would tear your own body apart. We actually see there are very specific instances where a character can increase their power without increasing their durability, and what happens is that they take damage from it. Great example, the 8 gates. They only increase your power. They don't increase your durability. What happens? Your body takes damage. Could Sonic survive and get out of a domain expansion? Yeah. He solos Jujutsu Kaisen. Storm series Naruto or Namek Goku? Namek Goku. How far would GT Goku get in Super? Like, Super Saiyan God. What's the actual difference between attack potency and destructive capacity? Attack potency is essentially like is essentially the damage that you can do in a hit to someone of a certain durability. Because essentially you're concentrating your destructive capacity into an attack. If that makes sense. Almost always, attack potency is just whatever the highest destructive capacity feat that character has. Goku wouldn't last an hour against Dark Schneider. That might be true. Z Broly or Super Broly? Super Broly is a better character, but he does not have the aura that Z Broly has. How far would Kirby go in the DB-verse? I don't know Kirby scaling. Deku early on is a good example of a character whose AP was higher than his durability. Yeah, he's a perfect example of that, yeah. And like literally he had to train to withstand that much power. Where do I scale Xenogoku? I really don't. So many people ask me about Xenogoku scaling that I feel like if I did make a Xenogoku video, it would be a huge banger. Like 100k views easily. But I don't want to. Could Sukuna... Yes, Sukuna absolutely could. There's nothing we could do to stop him. Madara versus Nappa? Nappa. Oh, man, I'm getting eepy. I don't even know when I started streaming. How long... Oh my god, I've been streaming for almost 2 hours. Oh my gosh. Whoa. Alright. I think I got like 10 to 20 more minutes in me. Making it like a 2-hour stream on the dot. So thank you guys all for being here. This has been a wonderful way to spend the evening. Oh, yo, Goji Chronic's in the chat. That's my boy. Wow, you actually interviewed writers to get scaling questions answers? That's sick as hell, man. This dude did actual investigative journalism to get to the answers he needed. Wow. That's awesome. So what, star level meta for Metro Man is what I'm hearing? Or is the laser the is it the full concentrated power of the sun, or is it like the sun's output? Either way, that's a W. Cause didn't before you have to use like the mech suit it's like the mech suit kind of tanked the laser, and Metro Man's stronger than the mech, so he scales. But if you could just skip that, that's awesome. Hey, Goji, you got some fans in chat too, bro. Could the Monster vs. Titan stop a Saiyan invasion? If you take their star level scaling, probably. The problem is that they're kind of slow, so actually probably not. Never mind. They have like similar AP at best, but they're just too slow. If Batman was in Star Wars, how feared would he be? He'd be like, yeah, he'd be like a Jango Fett, or sorry, like a Boba Fett level entity in the universe. Like, but he wouldn't be a bounty hunter. He'd just be a superhero, I guess. I don't know how that'd work. Out of all 24 DBZ movies, how many is Saitama clearing? He loses to Broly, I can tell you that much. What Dragon Ball series do I enjoy the most? Z. Could Omni-Man beat Raditz? Yeah, probably. Can Gohan take on Beerus? We don't know. I don't know the courier scaling. Multi-continental lowball, that makes sense. Yeah, I mean, because if the laser was taking energy from the sun and it scaled to the entire energy total of the sun, that literally would make no sense. The sun would like go out. Like he would blow up the sun if he did that. Do I enjoy being a power scaler? Yeah, I love making these videos. Good night, Shadow Astro. There. Get out. Get out. You're banned. I'm gonna be like Queso now. Get him out of chat. He's banned. He's banned. Where does Kid Goku scale? Like multi-continental. Was UI Goku holding it back against Gohan Beast? Partially, yeah. At the start of the fight, at least. But then he says, let's go all out. So. Then he stopped. Smash Bros. Versus Jump Force? Smash Brothers. I've heard Mario has insane scaling. But I don't know what it is. I've heard he's, like, hyper versatile. Would LR Gohan be solo fiction? If it's his active skill turn, yeah. But only if it's on his active skill turn. King Piccolo versus JJK, he one-shots everybody. Maybe he can't get through infinity. Boo-hoo. Like, whatever. If Garo was a Dragon Ball, who would he befriend and how strong would he become? Wow, he'd actually have strong characters besides Saitama. I mean, he might, like, plateau, like he kind of does against Saitama. But he'd rock with Vegeta. I think Collapsing Star Roaring Cannon is a surface wiping attack. It's too consistent. Composite Godzilla or Composite Hulk? Probably Hulk. Are Hell and Heaven and Dragon Ball universe sized? Yeah. What would Goku have to do to become omniversal? He can't. he just can't. Thoughts on the JJK chapter? I had no problems with it. I'm not... Unless the story is atrociously bad, right? I find it very weird to judge the quality of a story midway through. Because it's very clearly, this is what happened in the last chapter is the beginning of a rising action, not a falling action in the narrative, right? So it'd be very weird to be like, man, this beginning of something new was doo-doo stinky. Like, you don't know the implications of this. Is it possible to be as muscular as Goku? it's extremely hard to have the muscle mass that he has while being also as lean as he is. You've no problems with ranking Gojo? I mean, all the pieces to figure out that plan were laid out to us, right? And it doesn't break any previously known knowledge of the series. And I think recontextualizes some previous interactions and raises the tension a lot, I think. Like, I think going back now and rereading, like, Gojo versus Sukuna, and watching Yuta adds a lot of context that I actually think is very compelling. I have not seen the Amazon Fallout show. Can you look at other invasions like the Mass Effect Reapers or Covenant from Halo? I mean, esoteric. So here's the problem with a lot of those alien invasions. The aliens invading just aren't very strong. Like, they're just not very strong compared to something like Nappa. No, borrow my glorious queen, save us from fraud Kuna. Hey, bro, listen. One resonance would change things. It would change some things around here. Could Goku beat Superman in a race? No. Do robots have rights? Not in the constitution of the country I'm in. Do you think a video on how strong would Yuta be for the next 5 minutes would be a good video? I mean, we have no idea how strong this Yuta is about to be. We have no idea. Well, we have to see, right? Because he's either... Because you can make an argument right now, with the present information, that he's stronger, equal to, or weaker than Gojo. So, what about the Tyranids from Warhammer? Maybe. I don't scale Warhammer, so. How strong would a Gojo Sukuna fusion be? Very strong. I don't know. He's about to get one-shotted. Let's be serious. I mean, I don't know, bro. All the conditions to do a world-cutting slash, that boy Sukuna is not going to be able to get that off. Hey, for real, have a nice night, man. Get my boy to 40k. Hey, man, I'd love to get to 40k, bro. Oh, Sukuna versus Meruem? Oh, dude, that's mid versus mid, bro. There's two weak-ass verses going at it. Probably Sukuna. We got hill level versus large building level character. Oh, yeah. He's gonna use his off-screen domain. Powerscale America against the Dragon Ball universe? Why do you want America to lose to, like, 21st Budokai Goku? Joseph at his peak versus Sukuna? Joseph unironically blitzes Sukuna. Bro runs in, goes, Hamon Overdrive! And then Sukuna explodes. What are some verses you wish your fan base was more into? Bro, if my fan base was into Pokemon more, bro, I would love to do more Nuzlocks. Just straight up Nuzlocke videos, not like Dragon Ball Nuzlocks, just like normal Pokemon game Nuzlocks and make videos out of that. But my fan base isn't, so The power scaling shackles go back on. Thoughts on Demigra? I don't know. He's a weird. We needed a villain for that, and I guess he does that. Pikachu full power versus Super Saiyan 2 Vegeta Boo Saga. I don't know. I think it's funny if I said Pikachu. Would Infinite Void trigger Ultra Instinct by accident? If Goku is hit by Infinite Void while in Ultra Instinct, nothing would change. If he's in Mastered Ultra, like, actually perfected Mastered Ultra Instinct, Infinite Void shouldn't affect him. Because Ultra Instinct is fighting without your body fighting without your mind. So even if Goku gets hit with it, his body should just keep fighting. And then he would one-shot Gojo. Archon, I've read everything up to part 6. I just haven't read 7, 8, 9. I know what happens in 7, 8, 9. I've heard of FTL feats in Hunter x Hunter. That's the first I've heard of them. You'd be so immensely pleased if I Nuzlocke something like Pitch Black or Radical Red. Listen, I wouldn't win, right? Because here's the thing. My main problem is I'm super impatient. I would not plan for any fight. And I would just keep getting my ass beat, right? Which is why I prefer to do, like, a challenge run. Like doing an Apocalock or a randomizer. That's more entertaining, right? Because, listen, I'm not Pokemon challenges. I'm not going to, like, play around the crit. That's just not me. Or Pichal, I guess he goes by now, right? He's Pichal now. Silent Ninja AMVs. I don't understand the question. Oh, Goji, I didn't know you were a JoJo's guy. That's a... Goji, you should do something like... I don't know. Like, do something like... Take one of, like, the lower tier Godzillas and put him against, like, every JoJo villain. Make that a video. Like Godzilla -1 versus Dio isn't close. Or something like that. I think that'd be a fine video. Would you do an updated team training, Nuzlocke? Maybe. I don't have an updated ROM, though. I'd have to get just major. I'd have to get an updated ROM, and I don't know where I'd get that. Jolene versus JJK? I mean, she's faster than the whole verse. So, there you go. How would you scale new gens? Which ones? How powerful is Merge Zamasu in the DBS manga? He's like multiversal. Oh, you're actually doing the Yujiro versus Shin video? I didn't know you were doing that. I hope the scans... If you need any more scans for Yujiro, just let me know. I would be happy to send them to you. But you have the AP scaling, and you have the speed scaling. Now keep in mind, that's actually not... Here's the thing. That calc I sent you is not the highest end for Yujiro scaling. There is a forbidden higher level of Yujiro scaling that gets him to, like, planetary and beyond. Do I believe in it? Not really, but it does exist. The problem is, though, it's based on a spin-off manga that hasn't even been translated by like scan translators. Like you can't find it anywhere. Wolverine would solo my hero. Yujiro versus Hunter x Hunter? He's faster than everyone in Hunter x Hunter. So probably Yujiro. All right. I'm starting to get real sleepy. It's 10:30. I've almost been streaming for 2 hours. Uh so let's start wrapping up here. But oh my god, there's still 50 of you in here. Uh He's going up against Shin, so probably overkill, yeah. I mean, yeah. Even the thing I gave you is overkill. I mean, I know Shin has like the higher level scaling, like when it like self-destructs or whatever, like hypothetically. Um But like Yujiro would still probably just tank that. He seems like he's immune to radiation based on every statement about Yujiro. They repeatedly talk about how nuclear bombs just wouldn't kill him and that his cells can't get sick. So radiation isn't even a win condition. Alright, see you, Goji. Thanks for being here, man. What are requirements for a fourth-dimensional character? Infinitely above a three-dimensional space. Alright, let's switch over to the ending stream. I'm going to stop that. Alright, thank you all for watching, guys. I will try to stream more consistently, at least over the summer. This has been one of the best streams. Thank you guys all for being here. If everything goes to plan, there will be another video either this Friday or Saturday. Actually, while you guys are still here, it's probably going to be me going over Goku's win-loss record in Dragon Ball. So, it should be a fun video. Don't know if it's going to be a banger or not, but pretty simple. Could be fun.